We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding it for a short gain.
Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here we go, here we go.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
To throw on 2nd down, Childress. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Childress. Touchdown! DJ Chark. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And down inside the 15 he goes. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Azeez Ojulari. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the others.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their 1st interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Childress. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second and 10. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. Here's Swift. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Swift again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-17.
Eagles 17.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
From the gun on third down, Childress. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out, and so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Finds through, and now a crease. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now it's the backup Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
73, 73, 73, 73.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Up the middle they go. Downing. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw on second down. Childress. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
To throw on third down. Childress. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Childress. Sharks got it. Left side. Gets through, and now an opening. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Downing. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort with the mistakes that happen. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, here's Swift. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game.
35. Eagles 27.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener that makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 15 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. Open man is Tucker. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Hurts, and an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Downing. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Childress got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 73, 73.
Throwing is Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go. Downing. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A 28-yard gain.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now he's got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Cowboys, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener.